If it is or if it ain't, it's going to come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is November the 27th, 2021, and today the topic is the all-seeing eyes. I hope that you all enjoyed yesterday's episode of God, Sex, and Love. It was live with Miss Regina and Summer. We had a girl chat centered around men ask, women answer. I truly enjoyed it last night, and I hope that you all did too. Yeah, man, and I really do thank those two ladies again for joining me. They're a part of the panel, so you guys will see them again if the Lord's will. But I enjoyed my time with them last night, and I hope that you all did too. No real announcements. I mean, yesterday was kind of busy-ish. I ended up doing a pre-recorded in the afternoon or whatever, which thank God I was reminded right before. Thank God I set like an alarm or little calendars about what I had to do because I almost forgot about it. So everything happening on time, so praise God for that. So I did that, and then I felt like next thing I know, it was time to record the show. And y'all know that yesterday was a workout day. And by the time I did all that, I pushed through, y'all. I pushed through and did my workout last night as well. So it was kind of busy, but I enjoyed it, man. It was a nice day. Great day. Okay, so y'all may be wondering about this whole topic, the all-seeing eyes. I know this is probably like... Well, listen, I haven't researched the all-seeing eye. I've done a little bit, but not today. So it's not that I'm talking about that whole situation. But I guess I was kind of reminded of basically the creatures that have been described in the Bible that had like multiple eyes all over them and stuff like that. I was kind of reminded of those today. I was doing a prayer and meditation with the Soul Space app. Y'all gonna see what the topic was for that soon on our Instagram and whatnot. But I was... it kind of was reminding me that, okay, God is looking for you and all of that, right? And so while thinking of that, ended up thinking about those creatures. And I was like, well, is this how God can keep up with everybody? Like, because again, the prayer meditation was kind of making me think about like, God seeing you, even though there's a lot of people, he still sees you, right? And so that was my inspiration for today. So as I researched and whatnot, at first I came across just verses, that had I in it, the word I. But I don't know, then I started to think more so about like, God's eyes being on us and all of that. So that was my inspiration for today. So here we go. Here goes the verses that I came across that stood out to me this morning. Matthew 6:22 and 23. It says, the eye is the lamp of the body. So if your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eye is bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light is, the light is in you, is darkness, how great is the darkness? Okay, I see. If the light in you is darkness, how great is the darkness? So, yeah, I mean, obviously I feel like there's a lot more going on in this verse than just, I guess the surface words. I did not read the verses around it to get, I guess, that better understanding. It just stood out to me this morning when I was looking up verses centered around I and, all seeing eyes and all that. But I guess what stood out the most, or what I received the most from it was, the eye is the lamp of the body. And so basically, if your eye is healthy, it's going to be, uh, as it says, the whole body will be full of light. But if your eye is bad, then your whole body will be full of darkness. I believe that was the part that stood out to me the most when I was reading it this morning. It's one of those things, man. I say it's one of those things that reiterates this whole idea of, good and evil, and that's what it boils down to at the end of the day, and everything like that. But yeah, it stood out to me, so I'm just sharing it out today. Another verse that stood out to me this morning was Proverbs 21:4. It says, "Haughty eyes and a proud heart, the lamp of the wicked are sin." So, as I was reading that today, it does the way it's written, it does kind of seem like I had to go deeper a little bit. But obviously in Proverbs, it seems like it's a lot of, like, not say random statements, but kind of just to explain. But as I was writing it down and I guess thinking about it, it seems as if, like, this is somewhat of a list, like a little bit of a list. So saying, like, haughty eyes, a proud heart, and the lamp of the wicked are sin. So I don't know if that's the right interpretation, to look at it that way or not. But something to go deeper about, y'all. Something to go deeper about, because, again, that whole, good versus evil, good and bad, all that type of stuff. Now, I did look up the word haughty, and it said arrogantly superior and disdainful. And I looked up disdain as well, but I mean, you guys can do that on your own if you need to. But yeah, so we shouldn't be having haughty eyes out here, right? We shouldn't be looking at people as if we're superior or with disdain or anything like that. And all of those things, if you do it, if you have a haughty eyes, proud heart, the lamp of the wicked, it's sin. So something to think about on today, Now, if I think more so, go back into the topic of God seeing all and everything like that. These last couple of verses that I want to share today kind of are centered around that. Psalm 32:8, it says, "I will instruct you and hold on, wait. Teach? I believe that's teach. I will instruct you and teach you the way you should go. I will counsel you with my eye upon you." So there you go with that, y'all. I mean, it says God is keeping his eye upon us. Again, I know this whole all-seeing eye thing comes with a bad rep. I don't know what the people, or again, you can go deeper about that on your own, see what the people in the world are saying about the all-seeing eye, because it just comes with a negative connotation. But the Bible is talking about God, right? And with his eye upon us. So, I don't think that's necessarily a negative thing. Again, my prayer meditation this morning was just pretty much, stay, like, in a comforting way, letting us know that, hey, God has his eyes on us. God, is looking for us, and looking for, specifically looking for those that are looking for him. So, so I don't know if that would comfort you today when it comes to this whole, again, all-seeing eye phrase and everything like that. But that's what the word has to say about a all-seeing eye, or God in particular. Now, Psalm 33:18, it says, "Behold, the eye of the Lord is on those who seek him." Man, I'm telling y'all, I should stop this writing like this. I have to, because this isn't even on those. I can't tell what that word is. Those who hope in his steadfast love. So, yeah, I mean, without being clear about what that word was in the middle, y'all can look up Psalm 33:18 and, take a look at that for yourselves and everything like that. But again, I hope that encourages you and inspires you to know that, hey, maybe you should think of God as being that all-seeing eye, right? That you know, our Creator cares about us. Our Creator cares about you, and look at it from that aspect. Now, again, this whole conversation about eyes and all that, and again, I told you all I was reminded about the creatures. So, if you look in the Go Deeper section today, you're going to see, I guess, somewhat of more of a challenge than verses. I mean, there are some verses for you to look at and let marinate on your heart, souls, and minds today. But these verses are centered around the creatures that are described in them. So, those two verses are Ezekiel 1 through 28, and then also Revelation 4 and 8. If you want to, challenge yourself to, read those verses and either try to imagine what they would look like, either try to draw them, or you can actually look up images of what other artists have, I guess, imagined that they would look like. I mean, I've been able to Google some things, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting to see and think about that there's these creatures out here that look like that, or in whatever, heavenly creatures. And so it's just very interesting to think about. Just a little challenge here if you want to go deeper with this whole eye talk and whatnot. I don't know. I can't sit here and say that that's how God sees everything or not. I don't know. All I know is there's several creatures described in the Bible that has like all these eyes that are all over their bodies and everything like that. So it's just something to think about. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. That's the juice. The Bible verse of today is Numbers 6:24 through 26. It says, "The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and give you peace." Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all on Monday, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye.
There's no time to get my nails done. Oh, I know. I went to unwindselfcare.com and got my 100% nail polish strips. Thanks, Unwind Self Care.